Series today, he's the DH. And we're underway on a Thursday afternoon. First pitch swinging is Whit Merrifield as he hooks a foul. Extra day's rest was originally scheduled to go Monday. Swing and a miss as he gets Merrifield on the slider to start this game. Benintendi continues to be red hot. He has been on base 11 times now in this series. Kyle Tucker gets his first day off in a while as Verlander picks up a strikeout, getting Melendez. Both outs have been via the strikeout for JV. Called third strike. Verlander at the knees strikes out 3 in the first inning. On some base runners today against Bubic, who has gone 6 innings just one time this year. On the ground towards third, glove there by Emmanuel Rivera. He'll make the play on Altuve for the first out. Went back into the rotation in that start against the Astros June 4th when he went 5 shutout innings. Here he gets the ground ball to the right side, and Chris Bubic now with 6 shutout innings against the Astros this season.
Who his doctor was and how the rehab was handled.
Emmanuel Rivera on a 1-2 pitch singles into right field, so the Royals have a leadoff base runner here in the second inning when Jason Castro hit a 2-run home run. This ball into center field, and that'll be down for a hit. Pretty good break at first base by Rivera. Myers' throw will be cut off, and they go to second, and safe at second base is Edward Olivares. So the Royals look good wherever he has played this year. That's a called third strike. Verlander has every out via the strikeout, and Isbell looked at a third strike with runners in second and third. Tries to bunt, and being picked off third base is Emmanuel Rivera. Rivera was hung up, never got back to the bag. Just a little bit of a crack in the door for Verlander, but the Royals are still going to make him pay with that single. At least it's 1 run instead of 2 with that runner being picked off. But Nicky Lopez gives the Royals the lead. They have had the lead 4 hits already in an inning and 2/3. This ball sent into shallow center field, and that'll be caught by Jake Myers. Nice sliding catch by the Astros center fielder to end the inning. Be wild at times. The Astros trying to be patient, but now Breggy down in the count 0-2 and a foul tip for a strikeout. Bubic picks up his first strikeout, 1 away here in the second. There's a line drive. That is a 7-game hitting streak for Jake Myers, who continues to look good. Coming off the IL for the Astros, now hitting over 300. Hits to start. That ball's hit hard, but at the shortstop, Nicky Lopez will take it himself and make the throw to get J.J. Matijevic for a double play. They came back to win games in this homestand. Mauricio Dubon can't handle that ground ball as Whit Merrifield reaches on a chopper up the middle. He throws a slider, and that's going to be down for ball 4, so that'll be a walk.
For decades now.
This ball hit pretty well to center field, but Jake Myers has it lined up. He will make the catch in front of the warning track. Both runners will tag, and the throw goes to second. And Melendez beats the throw in for Myers. Here's a line drive, caught by Dubon for the final out of the inning. That's off the plate, ball 4. So Dubon, a leadoff walk. Bubic, Major Leagues on a Thursday. That ball hit hard, but at the shortstop, and Lopez will turn it to Whit Merrifield, and they turn their second double play in as many innings. That's well off the plate. Second walk of the inning allowed by Bubic. And this time he takes it up, ball 4. Third walk of the inning. Issued by Bubic. There is the changeup as Diaz goes down on strikes. That's the second strikeout for Bubic. That retires the Astros in the third. Experience for JB to work with over 3,000 innings as Edward Olivares is now 2 for 2 against him. That's hit number 5. The ball gets past Myers and past McCormick, and that's going to be a 2-base error. That is just sloppy outfield play right there for the Astros, who have not given JB much defensive help. That ball's hit to right field pretty well. Chas McCormick back on it. He'll make the play on the warning track. Tagging and scoring will be Olivares. It'll be a sac fly for Isbell, and the Royals now take a 2-0 lead. That ball hit towards Altuve and off his glove into center field. Lopez, his second hit of the game. Royals now with 6 hits against Verlander. Oh, beautiful pitch. Froze Gallagher for the strikeout. JV picking up his 5th strikeout, his first since getting Isbell.
Things on that slider.
There goes the runner. Doesn't matter. Swing and a miss. Verlander picks up a strikeout to end the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts to end the 4th. All of baseball. And Bubic the worst, but he has been filling up the zone other than the 3rd inning, striking out Yordan Alvarez there. That's 3 strikeouts for Bubic. Alex didn't like that call. Top of the zone on the outside corner. Bubic drops it in for his 3rd consecutive strikeout. Threw him the changeup and it's off the plate. That'll be the 4th walk in the last 2 innings issued by Bubic. That is upstairs. Ball 4. 2nd straight walk. 5 walks in the last 2 innings allowed by Bubic. And Dubon goes down on strikes. He misses the changeup. So Chris Bubic has been able to pitch around 5 walks to be a trade piece for Kansas City this trade deadline. Swing and a foul tip caught by Maldonado. That'll be 7 strikeouts for Verlander in the first out here. Off of Verlander. He recovers to underhand it just in time. That hit the leg of JV. Swing and a miss. Verlander strikes out Pasquantino for the 2nd time. That's 8 strikeouts for Verlander. On a Thursday afternoon, looking for the Astros to solve Chris Bubic. And the first pitch is Chas McCormick grounding one to short. Nicky Lopez, a nice play. McCormick a head first slide, and he will be out at first base. There is a line drive, and that's a fair ball into the corner. Maldi is going to make his way to second base. He has the Astros' first extra base hit of the game. A 1-out double here in the 5th.
We got action.
Altuve hits one high in the air, deep to left field, all the way back and gone. Jose Altuve ties up the game with a 2-run home run.
It's going to sound crazy, but that was clutch. Astros needing some life. They got a supercharged double from Martin Maldonado. And then that soft-spoken team leader in Jose Altuve gets the big swing to tie this thing up. How needed was that?
He had 2 3-1 counts, his first 2 at-bats. He came up to the plate there looking like he was going to try and be aggressive, and he was. Taking a first pitch out to left field.
Hanging changeups back-to-back to Maldonado and Altuve. Here it is, that changeup that Altuve took out on our MD Anderson strike zone. Pulled to that inside corner. And Altuve put a massive uppercut on that one as it came off the bat at 105.3. Estimated 371 feet. You could see Maldonado's reaction at second base. He knew off the bat that it was going to leave, both arms up in the air in exultation as the Astros finally get on the board against Bubic.
Chance of MVP ringing around Minute Maid Park again with Yordan digging in. Yordan sends one to left field all the way back. That ball's gone. Yordan points it to the dugout on his way to first base with home run number 26 on the year. The big man gives the Astros a 3-2 lead. Alex Cintron almost came out of his shoes. Maybe they said something before that at bat about going the other way.
I don't care how good you are, you're still making adjustments from a bat to a bat. Cintron maybe enlightening Yordan Alvarez to something, but this is the 2nd time in this homestand we've seen him go to that opposite field and use the Crawford box. Did a great job of letting that pitch travel, barreling it up, and Mo gets out.
Once he starts going that way with home runs,
oh man,
in this ballpark,
and forces them to come back to the inside.
He looks into the dugout and says, yeah, we were right on that one.
Well, and that's the thing with Bubic. He's been very good the first 2 times against Alvarez and Matajevic. Beat you with 92. Trust your hands.
And now he walks Bregman on 4 pitches. That is 6 walks for Bubic. 1-2 pitches grounded towards the middle, and that'll be flipped by Merrifield to the shortstop. Lopez covering, but ball the other way is going to be down for a hit in front of Chas McCormick. Manuel Rivera has his 2nd hit of the game. That's above the zone for ball 4. Little tapper towards the mound. Verlander will make the only play he has, and that's the first base. That's the 2nd out of the inning. Isbell to 2nd, Rivera to 3rd. Towards the middle, Altuve is there, has the play. He'll bounce it to Matajevic for the final out of the inning. Bills comes in and picks up 2 quick outs, a pop-up and a strikeout, getting McCormick for the final out of the inning. Made that great play on the throw from left field off Nicky Lopez. That ball into center field for a base hit. Benintendi on for the 2nd time today and the 12th time in this series. He's a 1-out base runner. Swing and a miss. Got him going back to the curveballs. Melendez goes down on strikes. Maton picks up the 2nd out of the inning. 11 out of 12 pitches have been curves in the last 12. This one is another curveball that past Quintino grounds to 2nd base and in order. And he has Martin Maldonado swinging and sending one to the right side. It's a race and Maldi wins it. Maldonado hits one to the right side against the shift. 900 now at 906. And he'll add to that with a walk to add to his on-base percentage. On base for a 3rd straight time. Little tapper in front of the plate. Gallagher will make the play to 3rd. Maldonado forced out there. That might have been the only play he had, seeing where Diaz was going up the line at first. Down in the count 0-2. And he goes after another 100-mile-an-hour fastball. 100-mile-an-hour fastballs twice in that at bat. Jordan goes down swinging for the 2nd out. All 4. That is the 50th walk of the year drawn by Alex Bregman, the first American leaguer to get to 50. Slowly hit towards short. Lopez will charge, throw on the move, in time to get Myers by less than a step. Nicky Lopez. Last night they got down 5-1, made it a 5-4 game, but couldn't finish off the comeback as Montero dots up the outside corner. Rivera doesn't like that call. He's out number 1. Swing and a miss. Montero with that powered sinker picks up a strikeout. Back-to-back strikeouts for Rafael.
Dominant. We've been able to see that this season. He's been a huge piece of this bullpen.
Strikes out the side in the 8th inning. Rafael Montero gets Rivera, Olivares, and Isbell. Stand against the Angels' Michael Lorenzen. Yuli goes down on strikes. Quas picking up a strikeout on Gurriel to start the inning. One away here where the Astros are heading tonight. That ball into center field, and that'll be a base hit for Dubon. Dubon picks up a single to center with 1 out here in the 8th. Runner on the go, and the pitch is wide. Quas walks. Chas McCormick. The Astros now with 1st and 2nd and 1 out. Altuve for a run score. There's a bullet up the middle for a base hit. Dubon will be held at 3rd base. Now the bases will be loaded. Martin Maldonado, 3 for 3 with a walk, on base 4 times today. Chas McCormick. Altuve line drive into left field. That'll be a diving catch by Benintendi. In to score is Dubon. That'll go as a sac fly. A line drive sac fly, and the Astros get an insurance run. It's now 4-2.
Able to drive at least one of them in.
There is a line drive, and the walk's going to score as McCormick's going to cross the plate. An add-on run for Aledmys Diaz and the Astros. He gets into 2nd base with an RBI double. It's 5-2. Once a Ledmish stretched that into a double, it was a no-brainer from Mike Matheny. He was not going to let Jordan swing the bat against Jose Quaz. So the intentional walk will load up the bases. Slowly hit towards third. Rivera will charge and make the play to get Bregman for the final out of the inning. 3-2. And a swing and a miss. O'Hearn goes down on strikes. Ryan Presley picks up a strikeout. That's now 13 strikeouts for Astros pitching and 2 outs in the ninth. Major League history in a 3-game set. This one popped up. Should be it. Gurriel out. Altuve out. McCormick in. It's Altuve who puts it away for the final out. And the Astros take 3 out of 4 against the Kansas City Royals. And coming off that gauntlet against the Mets and the Yankees, the Astros go 7-1 on this homestand, Blummer.
They have played very good baseball. They put on quite the show for their hometown fans, which is always good to see. Jordan continuing to swing a hot bat. We saw JV work through that ball game today, but the bullpen's done a very good job. The swing and miss has been a huge part of this homestand, suppressing opposing offenses. But this team is relentless, and they are very good, and they continue to prove it on a nightly basis.
Astros postgame show presented by Whataburger with Kevin Eschenfelder and Mike Stanton. They'll put a recap on this game, this series, this homestand. Julia Morales will get interviews, including one on the field after this victorious 5-2 game against the Kansas City Royals. The Astros continue to play great baseball. Postgame show right around the corner.